Hello again. This is Jeff with the Valhalla Ventures Read Guide Service, reiguideservice.com, readguideservice.com. I wanted to talk to you about how to deal with things that happen, problems that come up. Say, for instance, you're in the middle of trying to make a how-to video, and all of a sudden you got some ass messing with you. I wanted to talk about what you can do to get started in real estate, how you can stay motivated, how you can know you're going in the right direction, you're doing the right thing, that sort of stuff. One of the easiest ways to get distracted is to, what do they call that? Analysis paralysis or whatever. And I think that there's something that comes even before analysis paralysis, and that's something that rhymes with education but means draining you ultimately. I didn't come up with a rhyme or anything before I did the video. What I mean by that is I've known lots of people that go for years and years and years of these classes and take all these different, mentor routes or read a bunch of different books or take programs or weekend seminars and all this kind of stuff. And I mean, you can get really wrapped up in just doing that. So what I think is, some of that stuff's fine. I very rarely met anyone that's how they gained success. Most of the people have just kind of, either inherently done it through lessons and whatnot, and it's harder for some than it is for others. So I get that there's different routes that you need to go, but I've just personally met very few people out in the real world who took a bunch of classes and took a bunch of seminars on real estate and became successful. I haven't met that group. Now I've been to some of those where I've done speaking events in the past, and people come up and speak and talk about the deals and all that kind of stuff, and that's cool. And they label that as, but I don't think of as where I would want to be. Not even on individual, let alone their overall goals, plans, directions. But those deals that they have, I wouldn't even label them as actual deals. Fine, different strokes, different folks, or whatever. Not everybody wants to play with their ass on camera. Some of us don't mind. So I think that you can get that educational paralysis, and I was talking about that. I've made a lot of commentary on what I think about starting out in wholesaling. I think it's a horrible idea. If you know anything about real estate, wholesaling requires I watched that video, I guess. That's it. That's the whole. I was long-winded about it, like everything else. There's things that you can do, and that's be in service of others. Now, listen, you're not going to go to some big shot, big wig that's got his whole system lined out. He's got everything going. He's not going to need your help, right? You're just like you're not going to get a real estate agent that knows about all these investment deals and is a badass, but also just happens to not have an investor that she's selling to or he's selling to. That's not going to happen. You need to be prepared to be of service to someone. Be willing to give them something in return for what you're asking for them, right? Like, so if you're asking for them to buy deals from you, you need to have deals for them. But if you keep bringing people shit deals or deals that aren't of value, and you're like, oh, well, I'm just starting, I'm just learning. But at a certain point, it's going to be not worth that person's time anymore to even deal with you. He makes me nervous whenever he gets extra friendly, because he'll just run over you if he wants. He's pretty big. Yeah, I know, right? I wasn't saying you have a big ass. You are a big ass. There's a difference. So look, don't get wrapped up too much in the massive amounts of education. That real that you can really be successful is finding people that you can be in service of. If you wanna, be involved with apartment complex, is find someone that's maybe only done one or two apartment complexes and had some success and some failures, and isn't so blowhardish. I don't know if that's a word. And say, look, here's the problems I had. I overspent here. I underspent there. Come on. And tell you these things so that you can learn And that's the way, is to learn from others in that way. Going to seminars and groups, you don't know if people actually have ever done anything. You can't know that. It's impossible for you to know that. And the reason that it's impossible for you to know that, this is spoiled. Oh, he's going to turn around. How fun. The reason that it's impossible for you to know that is because how could you possibly know what any of these people up on stage done besides, someone told you that. Someone said that this is what they've done. It's getting a little dark out here. Besides people have told you what they've done and, said, oh no, these are the professionals. So these are the professionals. These are the ones that you should be listening to. But in reality, you don't know that these people are professionals that are up on stage. But if you're going out and you're being of service to someone, if you're, staging houses at a discount because it gets you involved in that, if you're, managing a construction crew for someone, or you're running errands and picking up materials and supplies for someone that's doing a DIY, if you're being in service to someone that's out there actually doing the work, that's going to benefit both of you. You're going to be learning, you're going to be gaining skills, they're going to be getting something out of it, they're going to be more inclined to help you, be honest with you, you're going to be introduced to different people that they're doing business with. That's the way that you get involved, is being in service of others. The more that you can provide, the better. But the reality of it is that if you're just some huge big shot contractor with $1 million ready to come in and partner with someone who is who's an investor, you can be real intimidating. You could take over, you have more money, there's a train, sorry. All kinds of stuff that and reasonings for that partnership not to work. Because there's been plenty of times where I've put together deals and I thought, yeah, they should definitely want to partner with me on this, or these two people should definitely want to do this deal. But they don't want to do the deal, and they ultimately don't do the deal for one simple reason. They don't want to. There's some feeling, it's just not right. And it seems that there's a pattern. I got guys that work in construction projects that don't like working for rich guys. Anybody that's got too much money, they don't want to work for them. I don't know why. Now, the problem is that they don't know how much money people have. They know, and when they say rich, they mean the guy drives a Maserati, the guy drives a Lamborghini, he has a Mercedes, he's, got a Rolex on. That's rich. But to me, they don't know how much money that guy has. He could be in complete and total debt. My camera's going to move because my cat's not jumping up on the thing. Look, there's something that you can do to be in service of others, to bless others, and they will bless you in return. And if you do for others and they don't bless you in return, then move along and find someone else who will provide. Would you stop biting me? He really wants my undivided attention. There's a way for you to get what you want. Give others what they need. Everybody can have a win-win situation out of that. Don't think just because you don't have money or because you don't have a ton of time that you can't do something. Little by little, incrementally, expand your circle of knowledge. This is what you have now. Don't try to go, oh, okay, well, I know nothing about real estate, and I'm going to take a couple of classes, and boom, I'm going to know this much. No, you take a class, a seminar, you're going to go from this much to this much, and then this much, and this much, and this much, and this much. It's incremental. It's small. You can't just download stuff. Going to a class or a weekend or a seminar, reading a book, none of that stuff is going to bring you instant gratification. Stop biting me. It's not going to bring you instant gratification. It's not going to bring you happiness. All it's going to do is give you either the inspiration you need to move forward or frustrate you because you feel like you still don't have enough knowledge. You're never going to feel like you have enough knowledge. You just have to go and say, I know enough that if I fail, there's a way for me to get out of it. Let me just do this first part right. And if you are serving others and you're helping others, then you can't go wrong that way. You can't go wrong being in the service and genuinely trying to help others. So that's what I suggest. And if you truly believe it and you truly work that magic of helping others, it will come back to you. If you don't believe in it, you're going to wind up working really, really hard, spinning your wheels, and frankly, not having a whole lot of friends. So be blessed, bless others. Go check me out on my website. If you got any questions for me, feel free to contact me. I'm going to stop getting bit by a donkey. And that's it. You have a great day. Have a great week. Enjoy yourself. All that kind of stuff. Reach out if you have any questions. Comment below, above, sideways. I'm out.